Hey friends, welcome again to the Speaking of God Daily Video Devotional series. During the course of this week, we're continuing this conversation about calling, and each of us, as your pastors, is going to talk about some sense of our own calling. So my sense of calling has come at different times in my life. I was called to serve as a professor at Columbia Seminary, and I spent the first 6 months at least walking around that campus, newly on the faculty, in what I call the Imposter Syndrome. I was completely convinced that I was not supposed to be there. I was honored by the invitation to serve on the faculty. I had said yes, and I was terrified. I was walking around talking with giants, people who were brilliant. And I was sure that I was not smart enough. I was sure that I was not faithful enough. I was sure that I was not enough to be on the faculty of this seminary. Except in the few moments that I began to make my way into a classroom. That's really what helped me. This imposter syndrome existed with me all of those months, except in those few moments when I got into a classroom. That's when I realized, yes, I have been called and shaped for this moment. Isaiah 50, verse 4, is this wonderful verse that I began to cling to during those days. It says, "For the Lord God has given me the tongue of a teacher, that I might sustain the weary with a word. Morning by morning, the Lord wakens me, wakens my ear to listen as one who is taught." So this day, remember, you have been called, and you are not an imposter, because you are a child of God. And when God calls, God gifts, God sustains. If it is God's calling, then God will equip you, and you will live into that calling. Lord be with you.